taking off my wedding rings. It will mean my divorce is final and that there will be no 11th hour reprieve. Even now, I remember how I felt the moment I put them on. I had finally crossed over, become a wife, a real woman with a fulfilled life who could say, my husband this and my husband that, and be embraced by the status quo as one of their own. It was thrilling. It wasn't until I was 46 that I married for the first time. Just 1 year shy of coming down the aisle with a walker. As if waiting half a lifetime to finally say I do had been the invisible hair shirt I longed to shed. To be different is to question one's validity and place in society, and let me tell you, spending half your life on bad dates and in dead-end relationships makes marriage look like the world where the streets are paved with gold and everyone lives happily ever after. When I was 7 years old, I had a mad crush on an older boy who lived up the street. He was in high school and seemed very grown up to me, although from my vantage point, everyone over 12 looked like an adult. Anyway, he was always really nice to me in a charming, Aryan big tooth kind of way, and I took this as a sign of his love for me. I think this was the first step on a long and jagged road of misreading men's intentions, but that's not there. Like all little girls, I was brainwashed from birth with tales of white knights and happily ever afters, and no matter what bedtime story lulled me to sleep, the ending was always the same. The shoe fit Cinderella. The frog was really a prince, and Sleeping Beauty was awakened from 100 years' sleep with a single kiss. Somehow I got it into my Cinderella Sleeping Beauty drenched brain that this guy was my Prince Charming. A little early, but saving me years of shoe shopping, warts, and a long bout of narcolepsy. Anyway, for some reason, it must have been close to Halloween, I was in possession of a bridal gown and veil made to fit a little girl. And to my horror, I have a vivid memory of blithely waltzing up the street in my ensemble, feeling very sure of myself, towards my unsuspecting prince's castle. I knocked on the door and he answered, taken aback but amused. I mean, really, if you were captain of the football team, gorgeous, and you opened your door to a waiting 7-year-old in a bridal outfit complete with bouquet, sporting an eager expression on her naive and hopeful face, what could you do but be amused? He let me down gently that morning. You're a little bit young for me, he intoned kindly. And besides, I'm leaving for college next year, so that might be a bit of a problem. All of this made perfect sense as I sat in his kitchen eating a chocolate chip cookie and trying not to show my disappointment. I don't remember feeling humiliated as he sent me on my way with a kindly chuckle and a pat on the head, but I guess I was a leap before you look kind of girl, even then.
Nothing much has changed.
Yeah, I'm right here. You hear every word you're saying. The problem with fairy tales is that we keep on believing them long after we've outgrown their telling. We linger at the edge of reason when it comes to love and happy endings because the promise of true love is the only constant in this ever-changing world of ours. And to have that is to have everything. True love makes time stand still and race all at once. And it never fades away. And then it does. And that's something you don't just get over, even when you know it's over. Now it's just down to me and my rings. It's anybody's guess when I'll get around to doing it, but one of these days I'm going to take them off and put them away. And on that day, I guess I'll have to quit believing